Hello everyone. In this presentation, we will examine ways to install and configure desktop apps. Here I am sitting in front of my Windows system and I have the control panel opened at this point. System administrators typically work with applications. Windows systems provide compatibility settings which makes applications to work well. Now, sometimes we need to control the applications that are associated with specific file types and how users will make use of it. The control panel is where we can regulate a lot of things, as you can see from some of the icons and buttons that we have on this view. Right now, the view that I have is the category view. Right next to the category view is a drop-down arrow. If I click on this arrow, I am presented with other views. There is the large icon view. If I open this view, I see the icons of specific areas that I would like to access and the text name next to these icons. If I go back to this drop down menu right here and I click on it, I could also click on the small icons, and this gives us a smaller view and is able to pack more into the screen in front of us. As you can see up here on the left hand side, it says adjust your computer settings from here. So let's going back to the large icon view. I have all these programs here, but what I'm interested in looking into today is the default program section. So I will click on that. And here I am presented with more options of areas that can be explored. Here is the first option, set your default programs. Then there is another option. Here you can make a program the default for all file types and protocols that it can open. The second one, it says associate a file type or protocol with a program. So you want to make a file type or protocol always to be opened by a specific program. Change the autoplay settings is the third one. Here, the CDs or other media can be automatically played depending on the action. The fourth option here says to set program access and computer defaults. So we can control access to certain programs and set the defaults for these programs as well in this computer. So let's look at the first one. Set your default programs. Clicking on that loads up another area. Most of the programs actually that it's in this system, and they are listed right here. Most of them will be opened by specific programs that have been assigned to them. If I click on Microsoft Outlook right here, you can see that it gives me a description, manage your email, schedule contacts and to-dos that you have to do. And the application or app that will open this up is the Outlook desktop. Now, this Outlook desktop is part of my Office suite applications where I also have things like Word, Excel, PowerPoint, and so on and so forth. Now, there's also the photo gallery right here. And again, there's a Microsoft application that is assigned to open this. You can also set this program as default if you want to open it, or you could choose a different one by clicking on that choose deep, default option. Now, if you take a look up here, it said set associations for a program. look at these are all the other options that we have that we can use to open um, some of these programs. I'm going to cancel out of this and click on OK here. And I want to take a look right here at the associate a file type or protocol with a program. So here I have other programs in my system um, that I use often, and it gives you the program name, and then it gives you a description of the program. Here I have my access file. This is also part of the Microsoft Office suite, and that is opened up by Access Desktop. I also have an Acrobat file here, which is, I think, is an Adobe file. So each time I open up a PDF file, it describes it here for me, Adobe Acrobat Security Settings Documents, and the designated or default program that we open up that any PDF file that is here will be the Adobe Reader. So this is how we set a file. So if I don't like that, I could select that Adobe program, and I could decide to change the program that will open it. If I have more options, yes, you can see if there are more options, I will have to select them and choose one of them to open the file. So far, what I'm looking at, I do not see any application in my system here that can open the file. So this is the best choice so far for this program. I'm going to close out of this and leave the setting the way it is. And these are some of the options. There is also the autoplay settings. I'm basically just going to leave the defaults that we have right here. For my removable drive, this is already set to this, to my Dropbox folder. And then for memory cards, there are so many other things I could do, but my system is working fine the way it is, so I do not really need any other additional settings. But in case you do, here is the drop down arrow again to choose from several options. Again, I am going to cancel out of this. And the last option that we have right here is the set program access and computer defaults. So here we have three options. We have the Microsoft Windows. We are presented here to choose a configuration. Then there is the non-Microsoft option. Then there is the custom one. There are chevrons on the right hand side next to these options, and you can select them and take a look and see if you want to alter any of the settings so far. But if you are satisfied, again, I am satisfied with the way things are working right now, so I will leave these options the way they are. So again, I am going to cancel out of this um, program section. So this is really a nutshell of the things that we can do as administrators to 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 set up specific programs to work to open specific applications. I thank you for watching and listening.